Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your mid-December reading. Of course, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before the 15th, a little after the 31st, peeking right into that holiday season here. Let's get started with it, Leo. I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was hearing for you simplicity. There's something to do about, I'm also hearing abnormality, okay? There's a certain sort of distinction, okay, that I'm getting that you recognize very clearly what is, I'm hearing, normal, and what is I'm hearing outside of the show, okay, outside of the showcasing. There's something, Leo, okay, there's something here having to do with a show. I am hearing that for a number of you, and the focus being on how it is that we play a certain role, a certain part in this. I'm hearing this showcasing. Now, for a number of you, this may be in regards to matters that are inherently emotional, okay, that hold an emotional sort of sentimental value, the showcasing of our emotions. You may be working with a Cancer, and I was hearing Cancer for you as I was meditating off camera as well. I was hearing Cancer repeatedly for a number of you Sagittarius as well. But you have here the Chariot in reverse in this very thick stack, okay, that almost stood still in time, suspended, I'm hearing, in air, in the moment, on air perhaps. Okay, for a number of you, this may absolutely be speaking to a show of some kind. We've got Bandit there in the background, just hanging out, okay? But Leo, we have, right, Cancer's card in the Major Arcana in reverse, right over the Son of Cups. Okay, two cards speaking to water energy. Being a focus here for you, you have the Mother of Swords upright, right beneath the Son of Cups, and the Son of Swords upright, right beneath the Mother of Swords. There may be a legal component. I'm hearing sideshow, side play. There may be an, if this is, okay, for a number of you, if you are waiting on moving forward, okay, in a certain direction, I'm hearing tangent. You may be taking time to I'm hearing form greater understanding and clarity of what this revelation would mean and be for you. Okay, now you have then the Five of Swords upright, overlaying the Nine of Swords upright. There's a lot of thinking here. I'm hearing Leos, I'm hearing Sagittarius for you. A lot of thinking. I'm hearing also on the esoteric nature of whatever this, as I'm getting at, a culmination of swords is. And I'm hearing there's a lot on the line. You may feel that there's a lot on the line with whatever this change may be, and it may actually be a translocation as well, a move for a number of you. But Leo, I was getting this sort of feeling of knowing that there is a certain decision that is to be made, knowing that a change is coming in some shape or form, but how you move into that change, okay, and when exactly, I'm hearing you press play, you go, is of a intellectual, I'm hearing chrysalis. It's like when I've understood it to be the time, where I understand what not only I'm moving through, but what I'm moving through is moving us all through, okay? There may be a certain multidimensionality to whatever it is that you are, I'm hearing, creating for a number of you, and to whatever may be surfacing. I'm also hearing resurfacing, and it is Mercury retrograde period that we are in now. It will be running until approximately the 22nd of December, but there is a post-shadow period, okay, and that runs into January, approximately, I believe it's the 20th of January, okay. So if you are holding off on a certain decision that means a lot to you, that is important, it may behoove you to wait until January 20th, if so possible, but always heed your personal intuition. Okay, now you then have this stack on the bottom right-hand corner faced by the Nine of Cups in reverse, overlaying the Emperor in reverse, Aries' card in the Major Arcana, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords upright, the Two of Pentacles upright, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. There's a certain dream, Leo, that you want to get the show on the road with. That you're beyond ready to bring to its culminating point. I'm hearing to finality. There is, it's interesting, Leo, because you're the first sign that I'm recording for this period, and for quite a while now, I was hearing Leo, and I envisioned the Judgment card for you with a slew of cards right behind the Judgment card. There is something that is almost at the mercy of the standing of the frame of reference that we hold of what change is taking place. It's so much held in the intellectual, rational mind. Perception, I'm hearing, is your key. And also I'm hearing your value. I'm hearing namesake. Okay, there's a focus perhaps on, I'm hearing terms and agreements for a number of you, specifically with this Mother of Swords and the Son of Swords. There's a desire to get it just right. Okay, now the Nine of Cups, mirroring this Chariot card. Again, there's a certain, I'm hearing holding, okay, holding. There's a certain preparative course. I'm hearing catwalk. Okay, something to do with a show of creation. You have here the Mother of Wands, which sits right at the top of this Nine of Cups in reverse, right above the Five of Swords. Leo, it's not a question of something being a point of invigoration, of excitement, knowing that something is building, something is culminating, something is eventually to come to be created. But how you move into that, yet again, there's a tremendous focus here on emotional preparedness as well, and the sort of, I'm hearing the safekeeping of the harmonization of our mind with our heart, our thoughts with our feelings, and you understand what you want. You fundamentally, you feel it in your core. But again, I'm hearing what is the purpose and what is the drive? What drives me? What compels me to even seek out the culmination of whatever it is that I'm contributing to? Okay, now let us pull accounts across and see what this Mother of Wands wants to stay here. There's a tremendous focus on this Mother of Wands card. As I was shuffling off camera, there was this solitary sort of, I'm hearing confinement and stance of the Mother of Wands. This may be speaking to your very own energy, if I'm hearing, and your creative potential. I'm hearing withdrawing resources. Mother of Wands, if you've got a lot of fire in your chart, you are a Leo, if you're a Leo sun watching this, or if you have a Leo moon, Leo rising ascendant sign, or if you've just simply got a lot of Leo in your chart, this may absolutely be speaking to your very own energy or another individual. Son of Cups, again, wants to come out, feeling its way through, just like this feeling sort of foray to draw closer to this Mother of Wands. Okay. Your very own card in the Major Arcana, Strength in reverse, right beneath this crystal clear quartz wand. I'm hearing shivers for you. There's the feeling that something is near, okay, and it's of an emotional propensity. And you realize in a certain way, I'm hearing, it causes you, it compels you to come out of your shell. Eight of Wands upright, change. You understand that it's a mark of change, a moment of change, when the moment is right. Okay, to embark upon whatever it is that is to be created in a certain way. Again, all the same characters coming through. Mother of Swords. Okay, mirroring the Strength card in reverse. The Moon. Horizontally laid. As I see it, right, linking the Mother of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Okay, lots of major arcana here for you. The Strength card, the Moon. And a lot of characters as well. A lot of characters. And again, you have the Chariot coming out for you. The Mother of Cups in reverse, you may be absolutely dealing with a Cancer, an individual with a lot of water in their chart. The Mother of Cups in reverse and the Chariot upright. Almost every character coming through for you again in the last spread that we had. Okay. I'm hearing there is a certain breaking point. You have the Devil here. This is Capricorn's card upright, right over the Moon, right over the Eight of Wands. There is a realization, Six of Cups in reverse, right beneath the Mother of Cups and the Devil. There's a realization that is so clear to you, okay, so very clear, Leo, and it's a cause, I'm hearing, for concern for a number of you. There's something in terms of matters of emotions, matters of, I'm also hearing distance, at distance, and yet I'm hearing at arm's length, something that is so close and yet so far and yet so close. The feeling that Hierophant popping right out, tumbling right out, doing a flip there. The Hierophant looking over, shouting at the Mother of Cups who's in reverse. Take a look at this interaction. Very interesting. Both feathered creatures. The Hierophant is Taurus's card, speaking to partnerships. Okay, I'm also hearing finances, legality for a number of you, and the fifth card of the major arcana, you had the Five of Swords pop out as well in your last spread that we did. Six of Cups in reverse and the Hierophant, both speaking to matters of relationships, partnerships. You have the Devil here, which is Capricorn's card, which can speak to finances and career as well. But also, what we feel so passionate about, what we feel, I'm hearing, finds us in every moment. Okay, where it is a feeling that resides from within us to accomplish a certain task, to remain in a certain situation, as I'm hearing it. A Mother of Pentacles, okay, but I said Father there, maybe a pair here, a Mother again, Father wants to come out. Mother of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles upright. This may be speaking to matters of career and finances. If you have been, this is what I'm getting for you, Leo, if you have been supporting, okay, again, the Eight of Swords wants to come out, two eights for you here, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. If you have been supporting, Ace of Pentacles, horizontally laid, right at the outset. Okay, we'll get to it though. Again, Leo, if you have been supporting, I'm hearing financially, a certain dream, I'm hearing for a number of you, a certain preparation, the longing for a new beginning. If you are setting those grounds, there's the desire to, I'm hearing, to see something come to light, almost as if I'm hearing the maturation, the independence. If you have been supporting a certain also individual, specifically the Son of Cups, I'm getting this for a number of you strongly, Son of Cups, here, in particular, I'm getting, if you are supporting an individual with a lot of water in their chart, somebody who's very creative, okay, somebody who, I'm hearing, is a dreamer, okay, and you, if you are in a supportive role and you want to see, fund, I'm hearing, their creativity, There's the desire to watch, okay, to not only support and supplement, but to observe how it is that this individual, I'm hearing, contemplates their actions. So what they are to do with perhaps a certain pool of certain finances that are, I'm hearing, reclaimed, that are, I'm hearing, expanded upon. How it is that, and so again, okay, Leo, if you are providing funding to a party, to an individual, for a creative project, it's almost like I am hearing retraction of bid. I want, wait a second. Okay, I'm hearing pulling the lifeline. I want to first understand how it is that my role is capacitated, how my role is, I'm hearing for you, capable. Okay. And there's a question of, well, what is my role? Well, what is my role in this? And you're recognizing that to define the paradigm, I'm hearing, of this working relationship, in a way, I am to retract what it is that I have been expressing, that I have been providing, to then watch. It's almost like you want to watch the rebound effect. Well, what happens when I pull away? What happens when I don't give what I normally would? When I don't engage in the way that I have in a certain way, perhaps, then the response, okay, and I'm hearing the response rate will determine for me, will bring to light what has been the honoring of my I'm hearing performance. How it is that I contribute. How it is that I contribute, Leo. There's a desire to really feel how others acknowledge that presence. And you are realizing it's almost, silence may even be more powerful than, I'm hearing, putting on, setting the lights on, I'm hearing, on the blind spot. Right, in a very obvious way. Okay, it's like if you want to understand, well, how much does a certain I'm hearing party individual appreciate, okay, the work that has been put into a certain venture, a certain partnership, yet again, financially and or emotionally, or even moral support, right, that even as well, you're realizing not providing serves as a certain barrier to entry, and just how much an individual desires to bring together, to, I'm hearing, disclose certain matters, to express to me that gratitude will be the determining factor. Okay, and that, I'm hearing, that will be the show and the tell. So I'm getting that you're not, it's like if you want to understand, okay, where it is that you stand with an individual, you are recognizing that it's not about asking necessarily. If anything, it's about I'm hearing on it's holding off, and I'm also hearing it's waiting. And I'm hearing the answer will come. Okay, now you have the Four of Cups in reverse, overlaying the Seven of Cups in reverse, overlaying the Seven of Pentacles upright, 2 sevens here, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. This is earth, this is water. Then you have Justice upright, right behind the Seven of Pentacles. Justice upright. This is Libra's card in the Major Arcana. You then have the Son of Pentacles upright, right behind Justice, with the Daughter of Swords in reverse. You may be dealing with a Libra, absolutely, a number of you, or, again, legality, matters of the terms. And there's the recognition, Leo, that two things. Okay, for those of you who are dealing with a Libra, there is a coming out. Okay, this individual is, I'm hearing, on the verge, on the brink. They want to communicate. Okay, very clear. They want to communicate. They want to come out about whatever it is that has been confounding to them, troubling in a certain way for them, perhaps in a certain way, that they feel the only way out is to accept what has been held within emotionally. This may be your very own energy as well. I'm also hearing Sagittarius and Capricorn, okay? But if this is you, there's the recognition that communicating what your mental process has been, the intellectualization of a matter that is inherently emotional has been, will be the point of the clarity of where we stand in regards to how it is we move through a certain process that's emotional, that is as at the same time a challenge of perception, okay, but I'm hearing persistence, and a challenge of how far we go. I'm hearing how far we've come. I'm hearing in the light that brings us here. Okay, where it is that we align, how it is that we align with how it is that we move forward, how it is that we see what we see along our path, not because we understand it and rationalize and see it, but because we feel connected to it. What drives us through life, I'm hearing, not meandering. But in pursuit. For what I'm hearing is a guiding light. Is the fundamentalism, is the foundation of I'm hearing what we call ours, what we call home. You recognize that it is inherently a matter of the values that you keep and that you hold. And Sagittarius again for you. Sagittarius wants them through Leo. There's a focus here on values, emotional values as well. And that is your sort of barometer, okay? And there may have been sort of an emotional tug of war. Well, I feel this way, I think this way, I feel like this, but then I'm comparing how I'm feeling to how it is that I sort of perceive, I'm hearing at the outset, at the onset, my capacity to feel. And I'm seeing sort of like measures, I'm seeing like tape. Okay, I'm seeing measured tape, and it's almost as if there's grid work that has sort of been laid out in a certain way. I'm hearing terms. Okay, so nonetheless, Leo, let's see. Here you have the Son of Swords again that wants to come out for you. The Six of Wands in reverse. Son of Swords upright. The Six of Wands in reverse. You then have here the Hanged Man in reverse, upright. In fact. To which point the Hanged Man is still hanging in its grave. This is Pisces' card and the Major Arcana. The Two of Cups upright. The Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Magician upright. The Hanged Man has just fallen out of the quartet here. And what remains is I'm hearing the vibration of what will be. The focus being on the vision, the keeping of the vision, the upholding of the vision of what has always been a dream. I'm hearing for you a song. I'm hearing for you a dream, a vision of what it means to feel. I'm hearing for a number of you to complete something in a way that is satisfying, in a way that you feel the dream living through you. I'm hearing, I've made it, I'm done. Okay, for a number of you. And for a number of you, what it feels like to create something with, for a number of you, someone that resembles where I've been, where I move, and why. Why this dream means so much to me. Why it's all I see. Why in this moment of dreaming, I release every thought that confounds my knowingness of just how much this dream lives through me in every moment. Even if I don't see it yet, even if I don't feel it yet, even if I don't taste it yet, I hold, I'm here namesake, I hold so, I'm hearing righteously for a number of you, so I'm hearing resoundingly, I'm hearing recollection, in recognition of, and this may be cyclical, okay, there may be a process, okay, of I'm hearing experience where you realize that there is a certain, I'm hearing there's a certain state, there is a certain transformation of state to state, of a phase to the next, in pursuit of whatever this dream is. I'm hearing waiting, be gone. I'm feeling this pulsing in my right ring finger, whatever that may mean to a number of you. You may be working with a Sagittarius as well, the Magician. Okay, here. And I typically assign the Magician to Sagittarius, but of course, depending on how it comes through energetically, the Magician I'm feeling for you may absolutely be Sagittarius. There's a focus here on the thoughts that hold value within the context of whatever this desire is. I'm hearing it yet again as a dream. Okay, again as a dream. Let's pull a Celtic cross for you, and you have this Ace of Pentacles just sitting, impending here, right beneath the Chariot that leads almost like it's like a flashlight. Okay. I'm hearing backstage. It's like you don't even see the flashlight. You just see the light that it's projecting. And there is, again, the readiness for a certain decision-making process to begin perhaps a certain venture, a new beginning in a certain way. Let us see what comes through for you, Leo. Out like a feather, the Three of Wands upright in your advice. Okay, there's something I'm hearing tepid about this Three of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles upright in your near future. The Ace of Pentacles coming through again for you in reverse in your hopes and or fears. You then have the Ten of Cups, two tens here, sandwiching the Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Cups upright in your final outcome that you lead out with. Ooh, another 10. These energies are very heavy, Leo. You have here the Ten of Wands in reverse, horizontally laid, upside down. I'm hearing it's like Tin Man. It's like Tin Man, I'm hearing, right over this Three of Wands, almost covering it. It's almost like a blindfold on the Three of Wands and the Two of Swords that sits upright in your current state. You then have the Daughter of Cups upright, waltzing out right above this Two of Swords. The Five of Swords again coming through for you upright in your environment. Father of Cups upright, sitting right atop this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, looking out into the future. I'm hearing out yonder. Okay, I'm hearing from here. Ooh, okay, Son of Cups. side by side to this Father of Cups, mirroring this Daughter of Cups. You have a pair here, Leo. I'm hearing for you, Sagittarius, again. As your theme, you have the Ace of Swords upright, overlaying the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Daughter of Wands upright, mirroring this Ace of Swords. Now, if you are working with an individual with a lot of fire in their chart, I'm hearing games, gameplay, okay, Daughter of Wands. There is a communicative, I'm hearing stepping up. Okay, there's a stepping up with matters of communication in a professional way, in a way that speaks to, I'm hearing the gravity of what is being dealt with, of what is being worked with. There is a certain sobriety, a certain maturity. I'm hearing admonition. I'm hearing admiralty. There is a coming together of forces in a certain way where I'm hearing the meeting of the minds, where two parties, two individuals, they are, I'm hearing, once again, on the same playing field, on the same wavelength. I'm hearing. Again, if this is you and another individual, particularly in matters of work, okay, there's a desire to set something very clear. Ooh, very clear, very, very clear. And there seems to be somewhat of a crossover between finances and emotions, very much so, being very, very sort of meddled, I'm hearing, meddled, interconnected to the point of needing to just, I'm hearing, set things straight, and I'm also hearing set the book straight. For a number of you, I'm hearing that. You have here in the deep past the Five of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse in the recent past. Again, this Daughter of Cups upright in the energetic pathway that leads you into your current state of the Two of Swords upright. The Three of Wands upright in your advice. The Ten of Wands horizontally laid right over, conjoining the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands. I'm hearing admonition again for you. So whatever that mean to a number of you. The Ten of Pentacles, okay, upright. This may be a creative project that is coming to a close in a certain way. The question is, how do we close it out to make for this new beginning? I'm hearing the grounds for running. So for a number of you, I'm getting that if you are closing out a certain business, a certain chapter, a certain, I'm hearing foreclosure for a number of you, closure, it's almost like, I don't want to close this out to just begin again, to just begin something again, close this business out and start a new one. It's like, I'm hearing for a number of you, I want to break. I'm hearing financial assets, I'm hearing don't mean a thing to me, okay? You want to step out of this, I'm hearing, pie hole, sticky mess, I'm hearing, okay? There is a desire to close things in a way that leaves room. Not for anything, but just leaves room. And then there may be a focus on cleansing, on clearing actual physical objects from the home for a number of you, or moving, yet again, here for you. And it is an emotional cycle. Okay, it has been an emotional experience. I'm hearing, but you don't want to make much of it. You want, I'm hearing simplicity yet again. You want whatever it is that I'm hearing encloses whatever it is that this new beginning holds in a certain way to be of a simple sort of nature. There's a desire to almost keep it sort of quiet even, okay? And as I was meditating on your energy off camera, Leo, I was getting this sort of vision of an individual is like, oh, gotta go to this holiday party, sort of thinking, feeling. And it's almost like, oh, I don't want to go. It's like, I don't want to go. It's like, we gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. Well, I don't want to get dressed. Okay, I don't want to get dressed up. I don't want to wear anything fancy. I want to be comfortable. Okay, that sort of feeling that I was getting is like this reluctance to participate in the participatory sort of a role. But I'm getting that you do want whatever the closing is, whatever the your translocation is. But you almost you want it without, I'm hearing again the pie hole, the mess. I'm hearing yet again those two phrases coming through for you strongly, okay. How it is yet again that you move into this new beginning. I'm hearing you want it to be seamless. I'm hearing without edges. Now, I'm also hearing there's a desire for clarity. There is an emotional maturation. Especially so emotional. You have the Daughter of Cups, the Son of Cups, and the Father of Cups all in your energetic pathway from your current state to your final outcome, right? All in the upper sort of, I'm hearing quadrant for you. Quadrant, I'm hearing specifically for you. The upper sort of bar, I'm also hearing echelon for a number of you. For a number of you, this may be financial, okay? Nonetheless, I'm also hearing community and matters of community. There is a certain acknowledgement that we hold of what has emotionally driven us through this experience, through this process, to feel so ready to, I'm hearing, finish the chapter, to finish off the chapter. It's that feeling of, reading a book, and it's almost as if, Leo, it's like, okay, I'm hearing this book. I've loved this book so far. Okay, but it's been a ride. Okay, it's been. I'm hearing the Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing it's been the wheel. It's been a wheel. It's been. I've been experiencing it in cycles, and I realize that I'm hearing the end of it in a certain way. My experience of it. I'm hearing threshold. I'm passing through a certain threshold of the experiencing of it. And I'm hearing for a number of you, this dream. Mover and shaker, I'm hearing as well. How yet again, there's this desire. It's like, before I read the last chapter, okay, I realize that I'm reading the final chapter of this book that I've been reading, but I want to almost, I want to feel the passage I'm hearing from this state to the next. I want to feel ready for it. I'm hearing where it finds me. There's a desire. It's almost like, it's this feeling. It's like, in terms of projection, in terms of, I'm hearing profiling for a number of you. I'm getting that. In terms of showing up in a certain way, I'm hearing resurfacing act to showcase, okay, for a number of you, just how ready I am. It's almost as if the less that I speak, and I'm also hearing for a number of you, the less that I do, the more profound, the more clear, the more, I'm also hearing eloquent and obvious my passion is, the more clearly I I've decided to find myself again. I'm hearing another home. To find myself another home again. And it's this feeling, it's like, I'm not going to show up. Okay, I'm imagining someone who's it's like, I'm imagining you've been reading this book, and you close the book just before you reach the final chapter, and you set it aside, and you wander off a little bit, Leo, and it's almost as if you're like, yeah, you know what? I want the book to come and find me. It's the kind of feeling I'm getting. It's like, I want the book to come and find me. And then I'm going to finish it. But I don't want to just finish it for the sake of finishing it. Because it's not just a book that I read line by line. It is an emotional experience. And it is the emotional readiness, yet again, the emotional preparation that it brings me to. A state of recognizing is the fundamentalism of the entire experience. And how it is that I come to terms with how it is that I've felt, how it is that I feel, how it is that I've understood emotions to play the role that they do in whatever it is that I am hearing capable of. I'm hearing for a number of you creative work. How my emotions play such a role in what it is that I create. And I want to focus. I'm hearing tepid. I'm hearing tepid resources. I want to focus on how my emotions have brought me to the point that I'm now ready to find my understanding of in the moment that it finds me. There's this sort of objectification, Leo, of, and if this is another individual, okay, that you're working with, that is involved, there's a desire to let it be in a certain way, to not push, I'm hearing the envelope, to not, I'm hearing be the one that brings a certain change through, a certain culmination. It's like, well, I don't want to be the first one who tops that domino piece over. I'm hearing, I want to wait for it. I want to wait for it. Even if you understand what it is, even if you understand what is culminating, okay, hide and seek. I'm hearing hide and seek. And there's a desire to understand, yet again, the role that emotions play. In particularly, amongst two individuals, I'm getting that for a number of you, the role that a certain, I'm hearing duo plays out when there are two individuals, two parties, when there's, I'm hearing a yes and a no, I'm hearing when there's a game, okay, I'm hearing for a number of you. There's the desire to find the clarity amidst the chaos in a certain way, amidst the differences that are natural, that are inherent, that hold a certain value, how the differences that have been serve in a certain way, the formalization of the understanding of what this entire experience that we've been experiencing brings us to, creates, culminates as. It's held in difference. And there's an esoteric nature to whatever this understanding is, Leo. I'm hearing Libra for a number of you as well. And it's held sort of impending a dream of a future, of the next chapter, beyond that which closes this experience out, that which it leads you into, that you realize I'm hearing that's where I'm moving, that I'm hearing that's where I'm taking me, I'm hearing. But I'm hearing I've got to close it out. I understand that I'm hearing there are oars to be put, I'm hearing, in place and in order. And how it is that I transfer, okay, I'm hearing for a number of you as well, in terms of moving, how it is that I also translate, how do I take what it is that I've been working with and then in this context and apply it then in some kind of way within the next context that I'm going to be working in. Okay, there's a question of that as well. Carry over of finances, I'm hearing as well for a number of you in liquidation. For a number of you, if you're closing out a business, there's a focus on, well, what to do with all of these assets, okay, for a number of you. But I'm hearing everything holds value in the moment that we not only see them, not only acknowledge them, I'm hearing put them from pen to paper, but when we feel the role that they've played through this I'm hearing this interpretation of this dream. How it is that I have approached this dream, how it is that I have moved closer to this dream, how it is that I have understood, I'm hearing, and even fathomed this dream, has been a showcasing of its own. I'm hearing has been a foretelling. Has brought me to the place to realize that it is the honoring of how I've felt. I'm hearing for a number of you, from state to state, from one phase to the next, that leads me into the capacitation for the readiness for this new beginning that is so creative, so creatively driven, so much of the imagination has remained for so long. Leo, I'm hearing Sagittarius for you again. What has that been for you? Okay, and you're being beckoned to crystallize your vision of it, of whatever it is that you feel you're moving into, that you know that in a certain way you're moving into. And I'm getting that you've known this for a long time. Okay, and you've understood, okay, once I get through this chapter, that's eventually what I'm the direction I'm moving in. So there's been a certain clarity with that. But in terms of moving into that new beginning, quite yet, I'm not getting that is your focus. I'm getting that you realize that there is a certain chapter that is to be, and again, it may be financial, monetary, absolutely for a number of you, career, that, and as well familial for a number of you, that you realize is to be worked through. I'm hearing for you again, tepidly. Okay, tepidly. I'm hearing resources for a number of you. So there is, I'm hearing a transference for a number of you, transference of reality I'm hearing as well for a number of you. And of course, general reading, so this may be permeating differently, may relate differently to everyone. So right, take it as you will, and you realize, yet again, Leo, that whatever it is that you've been working with, it's this feeling of, well, I haven't just been reading a book, okay? I've been experiencing an experience, and it's almost as if the book that I read, I am not only reading for the sake of reading, but I am acting through, feeling as I'm reading it, and it's almost as if I'm envisioning, and I'm hearing character plot of let's say an actor and actress who is reading a script. That's the feeling I'm getting. Almost preparing for a certain role, and it's like, okay, well, I'm reading the script. It's like story time I'm hearing. Okay, but I'm not reading it for the sake of finishing it. I'm reading it for the sake of feeling it, embodying it in a certain way, experiencing it through the lens of my perception of it. And you realize that, yet again, how it is that I understand emotionally, what it is I'm working with is just how I'm hearing how much farther and how much faster I set myself into this new beginning. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so very much, Leo, for tuning into your reading. Have a beautiful holiday season here. I'll be back soon with your early January reading. So excited. 2018 just upon us. And I highly recommend all of you to check out your rising, descendant, or moon sign as well. So oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. For example, I know that I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun sometimes. I also resonate with my ascendant rising here and there, which is Scorpio. My moon is Sagittarius. And I'm hearing for a number of you Cancer. Okay, so and Cancer came through strongly for you in your reading, so you may want to check that video out, or if you have Cancer strongly in your chart. Okay, Becca to mention that. Thank you so very much again for tuning in. Oh, and for those of you who don't know your placements, you can click the link below in the description box to provide, and that will compute them for you. Okay, love and light to you all on this transformational journey forward, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.